Welcome, Jeff. Please tell us about CEMATRIX and what it is that you do.
Well, first, my name is Jeff Kendrick. I'm one of the founders of CEMATRIX Corporation. We manufacture on-site and place what's called cellular concrete or foamed concrete. And foamed concrete is essentially a cement-based material where you take out all of the sand and gravel and replace it with a carefully constituted air bubble system. By doing that, you create a high-flowing, lightweight material that's insulating with some structural properties. CEMATRIX products are essentially used for numerous applications in the construction market that include as an insulating base for roads and runways and facilities, also as a lightweight fill for roads, runways, bridge abutment backfill, retaining wall backfill, MSC panel backfill. It's used extensively in seismic situations. And finally, as a void or grout is for tunnels and pipelines and abandoned utilities and things like that.
Can you tell our audience a little about the history of your company?
Well, CEMATRIX has been around since 1999, but we went through our first tranche of extensive growth in 2007, really 2005 to 2007, when we started to get specified by all the major engineering firms into some significant projects in the oil sands construction area. In fact, about 95% of our work was in that area at that time. Unfortunately, when the crash happened in late 2008 and 2009, we essentially went from a lot of growing sales to zero overnight, and essentially had to start the company all over again in a new market, essentially infrastructure construction, where we had a new customer base and it required getting provincial and municipal approvals in each of those provinces. And we've achieved that now and have been growing significantly over time. And 2015 ended up being a breakout year where we saw our growth in sales of 77% up to 15.4 million, and we made 2.8 million in EBITDA, which is growth from zero the previous year.
Why was 2015 such a breakout year for CEMATRIX?
This is really an early part of the breakout, and that breakout is the result of a lot of education of the market, which is really the engineering world, on the uses of cellular concrete, the validation of our product over a number of years, and the successes that we've had. We achieve a lot of referral business from not only the engineers that we worked with before, but also the companies that we work for in the municipalities and provinces as well.
What do investors have to look forward to from CEMATRIX in 2016 and beyond?
We're going to look at years where we're going to have extensive growth, other years that may level off just because of the nature of when the projects start and when they get going. But a good indicator is we are currently working on projects that are individually greater than last year's volume. So last year's volume, we achieved 15.4 million in sales, and we're currently working on 4 or 5 individual projects that are greater than that volume. And we're also looking at that number of those type of projects growing significantly in the future, just because of the nature of the product.
Why should investors take a good look at CEMATRIX today?
Investing in companies is always a risk, and one of the things you're trying to do is minimize the risk both as a company as an investor. And CEMATRIX has done a great job in reducing the risk for investors. We've achieved significant growth in our business. We've created a strong foundation for CEMATRIX for the future, and the potential in our product is real. And it's currently undervalued, as most stocks are today.
Thanks for taking the time for today's interview, Jeff.
Thank you very much for your time.